I held a ruler against the corner of the wall. To my shock, the same wall measured over 30 degrees off at different points. I couldn't believe my eyes, so I poured a glass of water on the floor. It instantly split into two separate streams. Something was seriously wrong with the house. I grabbed a measuring tape. First, I measured the width inside the house. Then I went outside to measure the same spot. I froze. The inside was 3 meters wider than the outside. My daughter suddenly said she felt a chill. She ran back inside to grab a sweater, but she never came back out. I stood at the door, thinking she was just playing around, but when I opened it, her clothes were there. She was gone. That night, I went downstairs to turn off the lights. The clock said 10,034. My daughter was lying in bed playing shadow puppets. Suddenly, an unfamiliar shadow appeared on the wall. She flinched. I told her it was probably nothing. I turned off the rest of the lights and went back upstairs. My wife was already asleep, but I didn't notice. Those few minutes downstairs had somehow lasted almost 5 hours. I woke up in the middle of the night, restless. So I went to the study to work on my script. When I opened my notebook, there was a new passage written inside. The handwriting was exactly like mine. It said, "Get out now." I was certain I hadn't written that. My mind went blank. Then I heard footsteps behind me. I spun around. No one was there. I started to question my own sanity. Then I heard a door shut. I turned back again. There was now a door in the bookshelf. I hesitated, then opened it. Behind it was a staircase that led into darkness. I went down. In the basement, I found hidden photos, lots of them. And in one of the rooms, I saw my daughter. She had drowned. I told myself it wasn't real, just a nightmare. I slapped myself hard trying to wake up, then grabbed the bottle, smashed it, and drove it into my leg. Luckily, it was just a dream. Later, I brought my wife to the study, told her about the door I saw in my dream. We searched carefully, but found nothing. Still, I didn't feel safe. I insisted we move out. I started packing, then looked outside and saw my wife and daughter laughing in the yard. It was such a warm moment. I sent my wife a message. "You two look so sweet." But then I noticed she had two phones, and my message went to the second one. So who was she texting on the other? I showed her the phone. She accused me of invading her privacy. We had a huge argument. She stormed off and drove away. Right after she left, I looked back at the notebook. The same message was still there, now with an extra line. "It's too late to leave." Then the house started to shift. I opened a door on the second floor. It led straight to the living room. The house had become a maze. To keep track, I blocked a door with a chair, but when I turned around, the hallway had grown by dozens of meters. My heart raced, but I found my way back to the study, and the door from my dream was now right in front of me. I knew my daughter was in there. I stepped inside, and the door slammed shut behind me.